Luke.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Show me everything. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Still slugging it out here. Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Plenty of life left in both fighters, but a big difference in drive. How can they use this to their advantage? Taking stock. I think both fighters want to keep an eye on their drive gauge and try to refill it whenever they can. Player 1 chases them down. Had the radar up and running. Headbutt. Player 2 to come from the brink like that? What a comeback.
Round 2.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Rising uppercut. Hits him with a stopping block. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Smart play with the throw. It's a good spot to use the super. Jumps. Jumps in. Anti-air in the front. Excellent block. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match. No escaping that. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jumps up, hits him with a stopping bomb. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. What are they thinking here? Still slugging it out here. Player 2 is just about looking to cook him up, weaving that super art into the combo. Brushes off the impact. Gets the jump in. Takes a trip. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off and gets him. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Rising uppercut. Neither of them willing to back off here. Headbutt. It looks like they both relied a lot on their drive arts. Both fighters are low on drive. What'll they use it on? Smart play with the throw. Super clutch corners. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. What? Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Tries to bait him with the projectile. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Hold your breath. Picture perfect punishment. Knockdown. This is a tough spot. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Cool game bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. They return to center stage. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jump, big throws. Side switch in the corner. Ooh, hits him with a stopping bomb. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big, experiencing burnout. It's a good spot to use the super. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Who tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Mops up. Player 1 wisely spends it to steal the round. How's this gonna play out now? The drive impact doesn't work. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. All in with a rush. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Go airborne. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Finds the target. Breaks it. Turning it right up with a super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
What's wrong? Get up!
Baron hit flatlines up. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Medium kick hits. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Starts with a jump in. Oh! Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Knockdown. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. The timing was on point with that parry. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Medium kick. It's a good spot to use it. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They trade. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 1 will want to take it to hit them with a stop and bop. Were they baiting them into that? We've got to be mindful of reaching. Ooh, what's this? What's going to happen? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Knockdown and... Blossom! Jumps in. Oh, they're in the corner. Drop critical. What's going to happen? Both life and super hard gauges are not looking good. Time to grind it out. A quick breather. Finishes with the throw. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Throws him down. All right. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Can't tech the throw. Knockdown. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Decides to buff up while they can. Oh, your breath.
They can't squander this punish counter chance.
Rising uppercut. Decides to meet them in the air. Oh, burnout triggered. Awesome. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. The fighters return to the middle of the stage.
Drink level 4 and now a full house to play with.
Experiencing burnout. Uses the gauge for a super art.
Come on. It's time
Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Using the super can open up huge chances for you. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Drives and back misses. Excellent block. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal.
Yo, cut that boy off!
Punish counter sets the table. This is a critical moment.
Too slow!
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. What a finish!
Final round.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? And whiffs! They're wide open! Player 2 will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. Still plenty of time left. What'll happen here? Wow, Saturn waiting for this opening! Punish counter sets the table! Swagger punch! Call a minute! Links it! Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Player 2! Ooh, what a smart play! What now? Player 1 hits that with confidence. Yes, sir! More damage burns out! Oh my god! Rock super! They're just gonna go for it with the super! Sets up with the jump in! Connects with the throw! Noticeable luck? Are you kidding me?
Jamie.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Hits the drive. Smart play with the throw. Jumps up.
Well, thank you.
Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 has used up all, beats it up with a combo into super. What are they thinking here? Player 1 chases them down. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Taking stock. Box him with a target combo. Knockdown. Combo with the target. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round.
Round 2.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Hits them with a stop and block. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive on it. Time for a drink. Looking for a chance. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Knockdown and player 1 will look to apply pressure here. On for the critical art.
This is our destiny.
Gets the critical art. Even though the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Both fight springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 has depleted their drive. Draw super art incoming. Drive rush. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Sets up with the jump in. Only a little bit of drive and life left. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. They both uses their drive gauge. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Burn out, but they may have a plan. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this round. A jump in? Ooh, does them dirty. Jumps? Hits them with a stop and block. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Oh, here we go. That's gonna leave him rattled. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation. Ooh, what a smart throw. This is gonna hurt. Taking chunks out of each other here. Gets hands on him with attention. Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you.
It's time to train.
Still alive? Still alive? use of the gauge. Good, super. A single hit will do it. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Player one needs to use throws.
Ugh, take a seat. No hesitation or regret. Hit them with the 10XFW.
I don't know if this is enough to kill.
No one could have called that.
Player one has got to be feeling good
Getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
All right, you ready? This round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Cross-up blocked. Throws him down. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Who's gonna make a move? Strikes back with the drive impact. Who's going to break the silence first? The impact gets blocked. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. What's the play here? We're at the halfway point of the round, and both fighters should be well past the warm-up phase. Got their eye on the air. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a trip. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Checks him with the projectile. Our fighters are experiencing burnout. They're both out of drive gauge. Will they press on or wait it out? Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. They take some time to back off and regroup. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. They were not clear for takeoff. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The impact doesn't do anything. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Throws them to negate the block. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Knockdown and confirm on the impact. Not a counter, but they'll take it. Player one draw critical. What's gonna happen? They're going for the super art. Eraser in there. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Checking their opponent. Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gun-shy. Both fighters' drive gauges are empty. Let's see how this affects the neutral game. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Takes a trip. Player 1 chases them down. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Overhead. Experiencing burnout. Snipes them out the air. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start the round. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 1 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. The drive impact is denied. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 is going to have a hard time. Burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious rising uppercut. Hits them with a stop and body. Good instinct to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 throws them. Both fighters planning something? Hanging on for dip. They were not cleared for takeoff. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Misfire with the drive impact. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Jump in finds the mark. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Broken blast! To come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That drive impact is blocked. Feeling out the spacing. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Jumps? Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown and... Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Zones with the fireball. Trying to read each other here? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Backs them into the court, hits them with a stop and pop. Halfway through this round, breaks the block with a throw. Both fighters planning something? They just won't stop switching sides. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Experiencing burnout. Low heavy, fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Amazing! A weak flatlines them. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
It adds a bit of OG spice though. The last round. It's now or never. Player 1 had a rough go of it last round due to poor drive management. But there's still time to adapt and turn this match around. Knockdown and gotta do better than that. Goes all in with the uppercut. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they? You drop some hard. Player 2 will have to deal with excellent blocks. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Oh, could be the start of something. Plenty of health, full gauges, hits the drive. An anti-air in the clutch. The drive impact doesn't work. Player 1 has got to work some magic with his limited drive. Okay, here we can this drive bring them back? Player 2 is looking at a grim situation. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Takes him down with a pale right. Time for some ground and pound. Yo, you good? Look at the damage. A real test of nerves here. They are not getting close to each other. Checks with a sandblast. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. How did they read that throw? They're recovered. Do they have what it takes to shield around here? Okay, here we go. There's a burnout. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gets them in the air. Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Now, find a new rival.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Ready? Round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent.
No escape.
Opts for the throw. Blocks the jump in. Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Oh! There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. What's the play here? Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. Player two chases them down. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Getting into the end game now is get burnout.
Expect the tempo of the match to change.
With the life gap opening up, they need to lean.
They can't squander this punish counter chance.
Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them?
Player two kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Player one with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Immediate jump in.
Are we going to see some fireworks?
Hold your breath. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter.
Very slick with the combo.
Oh!
Hits him with a stopping bar.
Looking to impress with this super. Going in. Player two is working with a better gauge. Springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters are low on drive. What'll they use it on?
Player burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Player one, oh, burnout triggered. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Knockdown and breaks the block with a throw. Connects with the throw. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Oh, the throw connects. Both fighters planning something? Not much life left, but their drive usage. Ooh, what a smart throw. Notice it springs forward with the drive rush.
Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
Brushes that off and keeps going. Adds a bit of OG spice.
Player two won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round.
Next,
All the throw connects. Okay, here we go.
super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you.
Still alive? Still alive?
Yo, you good? Couldn't finish them off. Can they still take the round?
The projectile hit.
Fantastic positioning on show during that round.
Win.
That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in the fight.
It's not over yet.
Best believe it's time for that run back.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player two chases them down. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Uh-oh, falls short. There's a corner switch. The combo's there. Strings it all together. Can't tech to throw. Knockdown. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Takes a trip. That drive impact is blocked. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Anything could happen here. Fires off a Nightshade Pulse. Drive rush to keep it going. KO! Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? In with Snake Step. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Springs forward with the drive rush. Still slugging it out at this range. Going in, player one will look to apply pressure here. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. So, what's next? Grabs and throws him away. Connects with medium kick. Blocks the impact. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Max SA gauges. Unhits them with a stopping block. Experiencing burnout.
Too slow.
Is this gonna kill?
Yo, you good?
Still in it with a sliver.
gotcha!
Noticeable doesn't set the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Fakes them. Jumps in, rising, uppercut. Blocks.
Rising uppercut!
Dives in, drive impact misses. Oh, burnout triggered. Knockdown and player one in dire. Oh, stun. Bad news is on the way. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Throws him. What's next? Player one can't let this simmer. Blocks that off. And whiffs. They're wide open. Excellent damage on them. The drive impact doesn't work. Reads the jump in perfectly. Oh, they switch wall flat into the guard break. Player one is in a very courageous grab. Notice it is over. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
All right, you ready? Bring the heat! Round one. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Perfect air to air.
Hey now, what was that?
Handily escapes the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Trips them up. Player one has the life lead. The throw is escaped. Can they convert this punch? And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Grabs him. Taking stock. Left off a projectile to waste time. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. Up into the air off the just cool. Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. Oh, God. Ooh, lands a rising KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Checking their reactions with a fireball? The next round is beginning. What's going to happen now? Rising uppercut. The throw misses. Hits them with a stopping block. How will they manage their drive gauges? Digs in deep to get that drive. Up into the air. It's a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Looking for a chance. Barely blocks the jump in. Overhead, but it won't work. Oh, the throw connects. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. Doesn't let up and gets the stun. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with the fireball. The last round. It's now or
Perfect execution with the anti-air. Nothing stops this train. Jump! Too slow. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Yo, you good? A jump in? All the throw connects. Both sides getting ready. The drive impact doesn't work. This is just like a flatline zone. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
All right, you ready? Time for a beatdown. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Goes for the throw. Still slugging it out. Player two and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Adds on a bit like well aware of their life and meters. Really good decision making. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player one, there's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Throws him. What's next? Side switch in the corner. Hits him with a stopping bot. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Both fighters are low on drive. What blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Goes for the level 2 super eraser. Set up the punching bag. Player 2 is not in a good place health-wise, but with the super art in play, it's still not over. Looking for a chance. They're going for the super art? 1KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Had the radar up and running.
Hey now, where you going?
Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a lump, spends the meter to throw on some massive damage. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Throws him. What's next? Taking stock. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. How's this round going to develop? Player 2 chases them down. Can't tech the throw. Risky up goes for the super art. Will this get some? Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps. Uses the parry. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Hits him with a stopping bot. Still very early in the round. A quick breather. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Both fighters planning something? Jumps in.
Gotcha!
So the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Opts for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Experiencing burnout. Going in? Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Impact squash. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a back throw for damage and vital positioning. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Goes to the air. Player 1 is in a very connects with the throw. Okay, here, what a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Close range projectile. Knocked them out of the air. They were right to be on guard there. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 2 with a slight lead. Will but gotta do better than that. The drive impact doesn't work. How away! Both sides getting crowns them from above. Player 1, it turns out. Huge chance after that wall splash. Too slow. Takes him down with a pale right. Time for the ground and pound. You good? Player 2 needs to take advantage. Rushes in. Noticeable life. Ooh, does them dirty. Amazing. This is gonna. They are done. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Drive time. Decides to meet them in the air. The jump-in is denied. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Knockdown. Both fighters' drive gauges are empty. Let's see how this affects the neutral game. The jump-in catches them. The impact gets blocked. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Knockdown. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Throws them. What goes for the super art? Uses the gauge for a super art. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 might have just KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Grabs them. Projectile to try and change the situation. Impact's a no-go. Hits them with a stopping block. Looking to impress with this super. Going in. Can they keep on him? There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 1 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Jumps. There's a change of sides. Goes for the throw. Both fighters, nice counter. Burnout activates. They're going for the super art. Grabs and forward throw. Laying the pressure on Thin. They just won't stop switching sides. A real test of nerves here. Medium kick hits. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Jump in, finds the mark. Player 2 has the life lead. Takes them all the way to the corner with him. Neither of them willing to back off. Got a ton of damage off that opening. Can they do it again? Decides to meet them in the air. From up above. Oh, burnout triggered! Strings it all together.
Well, they can't squander this punish counter tank.
Uses the gauge for a super arm.
Racer hit, wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Jump? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? The super armor does its job. Still very early in the... Oh! The quarter makes...
This is gonna be bad news.
Jumps in. Experiencing burnout.
Player 1, it's a good spot to use the super.
Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blinked. Brushes that off and keeps going.
Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter.
Going in. Player wins out in the Battle of the Skies. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? What a reaction to go air to air. Oh! They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Burnout is triggered. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Throws them. What's next? All right, what's coming up next? Holds out with the block. Throws them to negate the block. That drive impact is blocked. So they break.
Ooh, lands a rising uppercut.
Down to the wire.
There's the impact.
Not letting that go. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Can't tech the throw. Jump. Blocks the impact. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Jumps in. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2,
it's a good spot to use a super.
Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Good.
Player 1 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage. Gets the combo. Gotta be careful. This can lead to some big damage. Are we gonna see a comeback here?
Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player puts the fear of God in it.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods looking to impress with this super?
Giving them the warning button with a period edge.
Player 1 holding. There's a burnout. Player 1 goes.
Getting up close and personal. Shake sets up with the jump in. Connects with the throw. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? In attack range, the projectile hits. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Player one is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Demon Blade kick. Shows a medium kick. There's an overdrive arc. Still very early in the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player two is just about out of drive after that. He maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Trips them up. Holds out with a block. Shoots off a fireball up close. From up above. All right, can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Add a little super juice into this. What a finish. Great meat in the life gauge there. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stop and block. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player two holding on to that corner. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both fighters planning something? Player one needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage. Links it! Burn out, but they may have a plan here. This is going to hurt. Will they go all in with a super right? What a finish! Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
All right, you ready? Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Lots of aggression from both sides. What are they thinking here? Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Who's it gonna be? Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. Checks with a projectile. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage.
This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something.
Knockdown. Player one chases them down. The throw misses.
Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor.
And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage.
That's not gonna hit. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to experiencing burnout.
A quick breather.
They need to rely on their instincts here. Okay, get in there. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Drive rush to keep it going. That drive impact says, burnout activated. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge. Rising uppercut.
Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Big opportunity now in this corner. Sandblast. Big experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Big throws. Scrapping it out up close. Oh, the throw connects. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. The drive impact doesn't work. Are we gonna see a comeback here? One chance here may end this match. Blossom. A fireball at that range? Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Hit them with a stop and pop. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? The combo's there. Opts for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. One fighter's drive gauge heats it up with a combo into super. All right. Can they further capitalize on that? Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Sticks the jump in. Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Projectile to try and change the situation. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? This is a huge chance to make a field. Life lead opens up. Knock springs forward with the drive rush. There's a wall split in there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. It hits them with a stop and pop. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 chases them down. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Experiencing burnout. They must have a game plan here with a critical... Oh, burnout triggered! Long-range fireball to break the silence. Not much movement at this range. Crowns them from above. A real throw tech. Jump knocked them out of the air. Oh, yo! Rock Super closes it out! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Zones with the fireball. Smart play. All the throw connects. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Player 1 is on the brink of disaster. What are they gonna do? Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Oh, here we go. Excellent block. All in with a rush. Finds the target. The chunk drops them hard. How do they read that throw? Checking with the fireball. How will they react? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Got him! Here's a big chance! The throw doesn't connect. Check with a sandblast. Can they use it? Oh, the throw connects. Okay, here we go. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Who will set the bait at this range? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? They gotta go. Can this drive bring them back? Yep, what were they thinking? Jump! Ooh, put a little extra on that. Here comes the move! Oh, they saw that they had the game! They're just gonna go for it with the super! Oh, come on, are you kidding me? Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Uses their drive gauge. Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to do this super art connect. Ooh, wants to hit it big here with a super art. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Can't tech the throw? Fireball from very long range. What's next? This is the range where things hold your breath.
Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Peppers them with a Psycho Blitz.
Life lead opens up.
One chance here may end this match.
Oh, could be the start of something.
Player 2 can't afford a super art. The super doesn't hit.
Time's the only thing moving here.
Player 1 can't use any more drive. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. There's an overdrive art. Hits them with a stop and vibe. Ah, burnout activates. Is this early super gonna change things? Can they keep on him? Player 1 has a slight life lead. The throw missed.
Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. What's going to be the play here with this kind of meter gap?
Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Smart play with the throw.
A quick breather. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range.
We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Going in, long-range fireball to break the silence. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? It throws them. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here.
Life lead is there.
Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Jump! Oh my god, they just choked it up! What's next? And whiffs! They're wide open!
They are experiencing burnout.
Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. There's a burnout. Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? Will this super art do anything? A lot of pressure building up here. Player 1 is on track to steal this back after that super. They back down to regroup. Hits the drive. They're recovered. Breaks through with the throw. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Here comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
All right, round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. All right, what's coming up next? Just adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. How will this impact things? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Reads their mind and texts a throw. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down.
KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Down to the wire.
Lands a punish counter for the first hit.
Heats it up with a combo into super. Will that super be the turning point?
Barely blocks the jump in. Oh, they were rising uppercut. Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage.
They decide to take a breather to regroup. What's the next move?
Player 2 needs to use the hits him with a stop and block. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Player 2 is not in a good zone coming and goes for the Boris Antian. What now? The overhead denied. Cashes out a gauge right there!
Witness
Wait, what? Are they actually dead?
no remorse!
That was the highest I've ever seen.
You're kidding me!
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Brushes that off and keeps going. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player one is just about out of drive after that. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Knockdown. Player two, KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight!
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Great work finding the opening. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Takes a trip. Down to the wire. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something here. Medium kick hits. Big throws. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Throw hits them with a stop and block. Good instinct.
Super art to show them what our PhD and fighters can do for you!
Player one, they couldn't leave that unpunished. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Adds a bit of OG spice there.
Sandblast. Throws them. Both players look for some... Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Were they baiting them into that? Gets carried to the corner. Okay, here we go. Player two needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Burns out. It connects with the throw. What now? Goes to the air. Big time whiff. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Player two is and whiffs. They're wide open. Sees the overhead coming. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Meets them air to air. Noticeable life leak wrecks them. Can they close this round without relying on drive? Dangerous range here. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Only a little bit of drive and life left. Reads the jump in perfectly. They are done! Player two comes out on top of that fierce battle!
comes a new challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight.
Time for a beatdown. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Throws him down. Picture-perfect parry there. Their timing is on point. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Sticks the combo. Player one chases him down. Solid combo. Knockdown, down to the wire. Beautiful setup with that attack. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. All right, KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Jumps in, scrapping it out up close. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Both fighters planning something, brushes that off and keeps going. Their will to win is really being tested here. Going in, overhead. How did they read that throw? They decided to take a breather to regroup. Player one, a back throw for damage and vital positioning. Noticeable life lead is a KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Hits them with a stopping block. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the side switch. Player two is in a very good spot. There's a drive impact. With super arts into play, it's really putting the cherry on top. This could really tip the scale. Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. Jumps, drives, impact, misses. What's next? Throws him. Excellent block. Noticeable life lead. Drops him hard. Power away. A projectile to say, get off him. What are they gonna do? Anti-air in the clutch. We just saw the heist of the century. Player one showed they are truly the best of the best. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Fires a power wave. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player one chases him down. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Player two is using their drive liberally. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble? Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. Sticks the combo. Gets a crucial back throw in. Jumps. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player two is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they? Burnout triggered. Neither fighter can use their drive move. How will they close out the round? Time to reassess the situation. Closing moments of the match. One hit, the projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player one with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Bare knuckle! They were right to be on guard there. The impact doesn't do anything. Holds out with the block. They're in the corner now. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Waiting to pounce on this chance to go all in with Terry's driving back. Their opponent's gonna have to drink this all in. Using the super can open up huge chances for experiencing burnout. Grabs and throws them away. Player one, perfect KO. They were in full control there.
Final round.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. The last round. It's now he brushes that off and keeps going.
Yes, sir! More damage, please! Player sets up with the jump in! Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Time to counter our reaction! More fuel to the fire! Cook them up! Terry's hungry like a wolf and joins the rank! My man, with a perk! Oh, here we go! Tons of space between the fighters now. One of them burns out. Throws them. Ah, genius read with that throw escape. Are you kidding me? Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Come on! Round 1. Fight!
There we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Goes for the surprise rush in. The combo's there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Takes a trip. Player 2 is maintaining the corner, opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Hits them with a stopping block. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. They're backed up into the corner. Knockout and... it's a good in there. Player 2 proved to be the victor in that mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a wall splat, which leaves them wide open. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Stitch that goes for the super art. Will this super art connect? If barely KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Down to the wire. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Going in? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Knockdown and brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Goes for it all, but just misses. Throw leaves them wide open. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. They quickly get backed into the corner of the stage. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Life leaders uses the gauge for a super art. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 2 shows they are truly the best of the best.
comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time!
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Oh, with the drive impact. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. What's the play here? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Taking stock. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Knockdown. Oh, burnout triggered! Player 1 takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. In there! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Fantastic awareness. Does a good job of pushing back. Dashes! Drive gauge gap here. What'll happen here? Player 2 is, burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious, knocked him out of the air. Throws him. Smart play with the throw. Shingu Hadouken. Gets carried to the corner. Player 2 can't, what's this Shingu Hadouken gonna do? Both sides get a daring impact to wrap up the round. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Bare knuckle! There's an overdrive Shoryu. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 1 has the life advantage. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Starts off zoning with fireball. What are they thinking here? Holds out with the block. Does a good job of pushing back. Got their eye on the air. Uses the drive. Oh! Both fighters are working with empty drive gauges, but I'm sure they want to make something happen. Will they be able to manage what? Will this super art connect? Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Okay, oh! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps in. Hits him with a stop and block. Oh! It digs in deep to get that drive impact. Whiffs the throw. The throw misses. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Looking for a chance. Shows the medium kick. Doesn't miss a beat. Oh, they're in the corner now. How will they utilize this? Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. The drive impact is denied. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire brushes that off and keeps going. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 got smothered. But what now? Both fighters are raring to go. All in with a rush. Both sides, the throw is denied. A jump and drops that off. Oh, putting the cherry on top. The Wolf of South Town is on the hunt and ready to precision with that throw.
What's next?
Ooh, the drive impact hit for a puck closes it out. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Get ready. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Player one is just about out of drive after that. What's the play here? Player two has them legit shook in the corner. All right, what's coming up next? We're near the end of the round. KO! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Throws them to negate the block. I can't keep track of these. Hits them with a stopping body. Watch out! Typhoon coming through. Knockdown and player two needs to use the threat of. There's a wall slap. They can't do anything now. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. A super art? The Thunderbird strikes true. What'll happen here? And whip! They're wide open. Player one can't use any passes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Adds a bit of OG spice with it. They're trading attacks. Player one won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Ooh, and whips. They're wide open. Turning them inside out and throwing them into the spin cycle. Player's excellent block. What are they gonna do? In with the cross attack. Oh, here we go. Cross that off. Oh, pump cross, super hard incoming. Here comes the corner pressure. Player one with the rhythm owning that space. The overhead denied. Drop the heel. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Looks up. This is going to deal some big damage. They are done. Player two clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Come on, get ready.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
You missed?
This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Those fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? What are they thinking here? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Knockdown. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Burnout is triggered. Grabs him. Taking stock. Oh, whiffs the throw. Got their eye on the air. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. That drive impact doesn't get through. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Medium kick hits. Closes the gap. Knockdown and player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Big throws. Their spacing is so on point right now. Burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Cracks the dome. Gets them with the anti-air. Gotta do better than that. Looking for a chance. We're at a standstill. Just goes for it at this range. Excellent read. Player 2 has the chance to win the round, ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Oh, they switch totally. Nothing stops this train. Target combo into... Player 2 connects with the throw. What now? Keeps him out. They're taking a step back as he knocks them out of the air. Drops them hard. Are we going to see a tries to act quickly but with the attack? Pumps the brakes on the impact. There's a burnout. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. What a finish! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Smart play to stop the opponent. Raises with power wave. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Decides to go in with the target combo. What are they thinking here? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Trips him up. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Taking stock. Gets him. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Nice solid counter. Raises with power wave. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. They're going for the super art. Player 1 will look to apply. How can they pick a good spot to use the super? Waiting to pounce on this chance to go all in with Terry trying to bang. Their opponent's gonna have to drink this all in. A quick breather. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round one.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Still slugging it out here. Throws him down. Difficult situation for a throw. Oh! Limited resources at hand right now. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Get some. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Slips the grab. Brushes that off and keeps going. Well-timed corner switch. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Keeping them away. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. What'll happen here? Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning it. Ah, burnout activates. Going in? Oh no, they're stunned. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Player 2 brings it.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Still slugging it out here. Throw whip. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Takes a trip. Goes for the command grab. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Throws them to start the corner pressure. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Both fighters goes for the super art. Goes for power basic. Looking to score some big damage. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Oh god, this is tense. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Lots of distance here as both fighters look for an opening. Get in there! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 holding on to that corner, uses the gauge for a super art. Ah, burnout activates. Player 2 has him looking to plan him with the pile driver. Knockdown and knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Life lead is there. Cross-up attack. Flatline done. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Still slugging it out here. Player 1
has the life lead. That drive impact doesn't get through. Knockdown. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Looking to plant them with a pile drive. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Fires a power wave. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. What'll happen here? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. What's the next move? Blocks the impact. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Genius read. Brushes that off and keeps going. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Gotta do better than that. Player 2 flatlines him. Player 1 brings it home.
Comes a new challenger. Street Fighter 6. Fighting round. Best online ranked match. Judy. Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Ooh, what's this? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. No good up high. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Throws them. What's next? Neither of them willing to back off here. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Get KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Checks them with a projectile. Got their eye on the air. That drive impact is blocked. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Turns a bar to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuhasan! How's this round going to develop? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Big throws. A quick breather. Blocks. Hits them with a stop and pop. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Experiencing burnout. It's a good spot to use the super. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to come, and it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Nice solid counter. The super down to the wire. Uses this opportunity to lead. Oh! Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. What's the play here? Player 1, will this super art connect? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Knockdown. Player 1 is in a tight spot right now. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps up. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Medium kick hits. Porter makes it. Ooh, hits him with a stop and pop. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. The big flex. The broken jaw. Shoryuken.
What's wrong? Get up!
Drive rush to keep it going. They were not cleared for takeoff. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked.
Blanca, Zangia. Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Starts with a jump in. An aggressive attack. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Gets a good read on their opponent. Forward throw to continue the pressure. Player 1 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Knockdown. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some down to the wire. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Reads them. Does a good job of pushing back. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense.
One baits out the attack and gets the punishment. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the rush down to start. They're on a mission. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Uses the gauge for a super arm.
Come on. It's time to
Uses
train.
the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Big opportunity now in this corner. Just goes for it at this range. Time to shatter some life bars and dreams. Hope you like gardening, because you're about to be planted. Now, can they? Oh, burnout triggered. A quick breather. Life leaders there, but still anyone's game. In there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. No good up high. Difficult situation for a throw. The combo's there. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? The low heavy hits. Knockdown. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Starting something with the super. Caught in the crossup. Burnout activates. In there. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Jamie's tuning up the band. Time for some fun. Both fighters want to... Were they baiting them into that? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge in. They need to find a way to reset the situation. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 springs forward with the drive rush. Player, burnout triggered. Just goes for it at this range.